Hey, I hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to talk about direct graph and matrix calculations using Mathematica. So let me jump right into it. So the first thing you need to do is obviously open up a Mathematica notebook, and remember you can get this for free. I have a link in our syllabus for this. So I need to enter in a matrix. Probably the best way to do this is to give this matrix a variable name. I am going to give the matrix name A. Now, there is a manual way to enter in the matrices, but I am going to do this using an insert command. I'm going to go to Insert, Table and Matrix, and I'm going to hit or select New. For the example that I want to use, I want to look at a 6x6 matrix. Now, a lot of times our 6x6 matrix, we're going to be filling it in with zeros and ones, but for now, I'm going to leave these two options blank down here. I'm going to hit OK, and a 6x6 grid appears. Now, the matrix that we were looking at in class has lots of zeros in it. So I can go to each entry and plug in zeros. Now, if I want to do a probability matrix, in other words, the random walk type matrix that we have, I just enter in a value of whatever I have in that spot. And that's how to enter in values into the matrix. So I'm going to pause this for a little bit, and I'm going to type in the rest of the values, and then I'll do a few little calculations. Okay, so I entered in the matrix, and now let's see what happens when I do a shift enter. This is the raw format of what a matrix looks like. It is an array of arrays. It's a list of lists. So how do I do calculations with this? Well, one of the things that we talked about in class is multiplying matrices. And multiplying matrices is, technically it's called a dot product in Mathematica, and I put a little period between the two. And this will actually multiply matrices together. Now this doesn't look very nice. So what I can do is I can tack on something called matrix form on this. I put, well, 2 forward slashes in matrix form. And this is what I wind up getting. Now, if I want to do 3 of these, I can put another dot and an A, and it does 3 calculations on them. Now, what happens if I want to do like 20 calculations or 20 iterations of this? Well, I really don't want to type in A 20 times. So that's where there is a command called matrix power. That's this third one down here. It might be different on your list. Now, A, comma, and let's just do 3 and see what happens. Well, I get an answer, and again, it doesn't look nice, so I'm going to take this and put this into matrix form. And do these two matrices look exactly the same? I believe they do. So what's nice about this is that I can change this to a 20, and, well, I get an output that's sort of readable, but this is really hard to kind of interpret because I have a lot of fractions. So what I would do for larger matrices, I would then pump this into or pipe this into the n command. And this gives me a decimal answer for this. Now, what I need you to notice is that a lot of these numbers are becoming consistent going across. In fact, if I make this a little bit larger, you see that a lot of these columns are exactly the same. Now, I know I got 10 to the negative 16th, but that's very, very close to 0. And what's really nice about this is that it tells me something that's going on in the problem. If I raise this a little bit larger, let's go to 100. it seems like everything, all the columns are stabilizing. And we will talk about that in class. Or if I decide to make another video, I'll do that. I hope this was helpful in entering in a matrix and doing some basic calculations, the dot product. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Have a great day. Bye.